What do you think about the sun's position to the Earth's? Are you still one of the thousands that think that the sun is the one moving around the Earth? Or you've saved yourself from the matrix already? You're welcome to this episode of the Qur'an Speaks Science, where you discover the untold truth of the world hidden in the Qur'an. 1400 years ago. Here's a challenge for you. If you can find an equivalent explanation like this in any scriptures, bring it on here and let's see if they ever match the details of the Qur'an. The sun, a blazing ball of gas, powering our planet with light and heat. But did you know that it wasn't until the 16th and 17th centuries that scientists like Nicolaus Copernicus and Galileo Galilei discovered the sun's central position in our solar system and its orbit? What if I told you that these groundbreaking discoveries were mentioned over 1,400 years ago in the Qur'an? Are you ready to challenge the verses of the Qur'an if you think they contradict modern science? Let's dive in.
But before we start, did you know Qur'an Speaks Science is the best channel you can learn scientific facts mentioned in the Qur'an 1,400 years ago? If you're proud to be a Muslim, hit the subscribe button right away.
In 1543, Copernicus proposed that the Earth and other planets orbit the Sun, and in the early 1600s, Galileo Galilei used his telescope to confirm this, cementing the heliocentric model of our solar system. But centuries before these discoveries, the Qur'an already detailed all these scientific facts, telling humanity the daily functions and habits of the Sun. In Surah Al-Anbiya, chapter 21, verse 33, "And it is He who created the night and the day and the sun and the moon. All heavenly bodies in an orbit are swimming with great precision." In Surah Yasin, chapter 36, verses 37 to 40, the Qur'an states, 37, "And a sign for them is the night. We remove from it the light of day, so they are left in darkness." 38, "And the sun runs on its fixed course for a term appointed." That is the decree of the Almighty, the All-Knowing. However, there's a little bit of interesting illustration done here about the moon's space trajectory in the subsequent verses, where God Almighty says, 39, "And the moon, we have determined for it phases, until it returns appearing like the old date stalk." As if the Qur'an is saying, the moon trajectory is like an old date stalk. This is the scientific illustration of what the Qur'an is saying. Then, we have the verse 40, which states, "It is not allowable, i.e., possible for the sun to reach the moon, nor does the night overtake the day, but each, in an orbit, is swimming." Isn't it fascinating how these verses clearly define what we've only recently come to understand through science? Could this be a mere coincidence, or is it proof of the Qur'an's divine insight? If you're intrigued by these connections between science and faith, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for the next episode of The Qur'an Speaks Science. Let's explore the wonders of the universe together through the lens of the Qur'an.